My soul hath long dwelleth with him that hated peace. I am for peace, yet when I speak, they are for war.
Doctor.
So, how is he, Doctor?
He's ill, no doubt of that.
Is there any danger that...
Oh, no. He'll be fine. I know he doesn't look too strong just now, but he's pretty tough. All the fields are, aren't they? I remember as a young man looking after his father. He'd fallen into a hatch of one of his ships, broken a fibula, as I recall. Next time I saw him, he was as good as new. And he was well over 80 then.
What ought we to be doing for him?
Oh, just nurse him.
Well, what exactly is wrong with him?
I'm not absolutely certain. You see, he's like so many men I see here. They travel all around the world, pick up diseases we've no proper records of. Sometimes they don't have any trouble until years later.
He's always said my mother died of a worm that she picked up in Java.
Oh, it's possible. Might not have been a worm, but it was certainly something I hadn't met before.
He thinks he's got the same thing.
Oh, it's conceivable. But I'm afraid when I finally got to see your mother, it was really too late. Your father hasn't a very high opinion of the medical profession.
It was only because he couldn't get out of bed that he let us send for you.
I'm very glad that you did.
Excuse me, Mum, but Mr. Perry says he's ready for the beef.
Well, then take it in, girl.
Oh, yes, Mum.
What can we do to help, Doctor?
Oh, keep him on a bland diet for a week or two. Milk, plenty of vegetables, not too much meat, no alcohol. Does he drink a great deal?
No.
Who prepares his food?
I do, personally.
Madge always has. When my mother was alive, she was our cook.
Then I'll leave it to you. He once told me that you were a very dedicated nurse to the first Mrs. Veal.
I see nursing as part of a Christian woman's duty.
Try and keep him in bed. Plenty of rest. Well, any time you want me, you know where I live.
Mr. Perry says he's nearly out of lamb.
Well, then get it out of the oven, girl.
Yes, Mum.
Bye. I'll look in again in a week or so, just to make sure the patient's behaving himself.
Thank you, Doctor. Potatoes. Where are the potatoes?
Well, good morning, Doctor.
Good morning, Perry.
How's my brother?
Oh, you should be all right, with rest and restraint. Hey, there is one thing, though. Do you know what he's been eating lately?
Well, he hasn't been eating much of anything, at least not keeping it down.
Well, yeah. Oh, it doesn't matter. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Doctor.
I don't like the sound of that.
Sound of what?
What Dr. Penrose was saying.
About Joe? But he says he's going to be all right.
That was what he said about Christine, wasn't it?
Oh, Joe's first wife, you mean?
I was sitting here where I am now. No, I was sitting there where you are. And I heard him say to Joe, she'll be all right. Those were his words. She'll be all right. And Joe said about this worm she got in Java.
Oh, he's always on about that.
And 2 weeks later, we had her funeral. It's a bad sign when Penrose says somebody's going to be all right.
But it must be a worse sign if he says they're not.
Uncle Perry,
Yes, shipmate.
is Uncle Joe going to be all right?
Of course he's going to be all right. A few days in bed and he'll be back here grumbling away as good as new.
You can stop and talk. I'm not dead. How are things downstairs?
They're clearing up after lunch.
How much did we take?
I don't know.
No reason why you should.
It was almost full.
Yeah, so it ought to be. They get value for money at Smoky Joe's. If you're with us long enough, there's a lot I'll teach you. Never had a son, you see?
No.
How to sail a boat, how to groom a horse, all the nuts the sailors use. How to tell what the weather will be by looking at the sky and the birds and the way the sea's running. And navigation. Now, they make a holy mystery of navigation, but if you know the stars, It's not that difficult. How to pick a joint of meat at the butcher's. You know that. You'll never get fobbed off with all that stuff they just want to be rid of. How to fire a rifle, eh? Oh, I'll teach you about all the strange peoples of the world. The women who put great wooden discs in their lips so that they look like a walking stack of plates. Yeah. And the girls in Burma who they got rings around their necks so that they get longer and longer, like giraffes. And the Chinese women who tie up their feet so that they're no bigger than a box of matches. Yeah. Yeah. And the men with bones through their noses. And them as has a dozen or more wives. And the ones who run around stark naked as the Lord made them. Because poor heathens, they don't know no better. But maybe your own father's told you all this, eh?
No, he was away most of the time. But my mother taught me quite a lot.
Oh, women. Yeah, look, no disrespect to your mother, but women don't know about these things. You know, they've got their uses. I'm not denying that, but they don't know what's interesting and what isn't. The trouble...
Are you all right, Uncle Joe?
In a minute. I'll be fine. In a minute.
Shall I go and get Aunt Madge?
No. No, she's a good woman and a good nurse, but I can't stand all that praying. Her by my bed, muttering prayers. I can't abide that. I'll try and never sleep. Then I'll be better.
Imagination, Mrs. Veal, that's the secret. I've jotted down a few ideas based on what you've told me. As I suggested, more a matter of approach than actual design at this point. This is the sort of thing that's very fashionable now. It's what we're doing in Exeter.
Exeter?
The secret is harmony. Harmony between the colours and the shapes, between the old and the new. You said all these tables would be going.
Well, really, Mr. Purvis, I don't think it would be quite proper to have a good class of customers sitting side by side.
No, indeed. Here I've used dark red. Only a little, but you see what I mean. This is the work I did for the new Empress of India Hotel in Teignmouth, the ballroom. And here, this was a private commission, Lady Hepworth's drawing room. You see again, just a hint of colour contrasting with the overall theme.
Yes.
Now, if I could take a look at the rest of the premises.
Well, it's in a terrible state, but, well, please come with me.
I assure you, Mrs. Veal, I've worked on far less promising properties.
Anthony! Anthony? Hello there.
Hello, sir.
How's everything in Smoky Joe's?
Uncle Joe is ill in bed.
Oh, yes. I heard.
I saw him just after lunch. He looks awful ill.
Has the doctor been?
Yes, he said he'd be all right.
Oh, that's good. Did he say what was wrong with your uncle?
I don't think he knew.
How's everybody else?
They're all right.
Your aunt and Uncle Perry?
Yes.
And Patricia?
Yes.
You seem very down in the dumps. What's the matter?
It's just that
What?
there's a man who came this afternoon. I don't know who he is, but he was talking to Aunt Madge about changing the cafe.
How do you mean, changing it?
They want to take away all the big tables and paint it blue and green, and not have all the sorts of meat and change everything.
Yes, your aunt has always wanted that.
But Uncle Joe wouldn't let her, would he?
No.
So does it mean that Uncle Joe won't get better after all?
No, I'm sure it doesn't. Tell me, who else knows about her plans?
Uncle Perry. He said you didn't understand.
And Patricia?
She was out when the men came. She's always out after lunch. It's when she buys whatever we'll want later.
Look, don't tell her about it, all right?
But why not?
I don't want her getting upset. After all, as you say, Joe wouldn't let it happen.
No.
In fact, I'll have a word with him.
Will he talk to you?
Well, if he's still in bed, he doesn't have much choice, does he? Don't tell anybody we've had this chat, right?
But
it's a secret. Just between the two of us. And there's something else. How would you like to be my informant at the cafe?
Informant?
Tell me what's going on there. You see, I can't always talk to Joe and... Madge.
Aunt Madge likes you.
That's just because I know how to use a knife and fork, unlike a lot of her customers.
When we were at the theater, you said you thought there was something wrong at Smoky Joe's.
Did I?
What did you mean?
I was actually talking to Patricia.
But do you really think there is something wrong?
It's just a feeling I've got. Nothing definite.
I do wish you liked Uncle Joe.
You're a shrewd little lad, aren't you? Actually, I do like him, but I'm afraid he doesn't like me very much. You see, what happened was that a few years ago, Joe had some trouble at the cafe.
Like the other night?
More or less. Only this time, Joe was involved. Legally, he was in the wrong, but morally, he was sure he was in the right. I defended him in court.
What happened?
He was fined £10. He was very lucky. It could have been a great deal more, but he blamed me for losing the case at all. And then, on top of that, I married his daughter. So, you can see why he doesn't like me very much. Well, I must go. You will tell me what happens at the cafe, won't you?
Yes, and you'll try to see Uncle Joe.
Tonight. And don't worry. Between the two of us, we'll sort it out.
Gentlemen, a little of what you fancy. I can recommend the beef from a splendid animal. His father was champion at the Devon show. Died rich in years, exhausted, but with a happy smile on his face.
Can you tell me where I might find Miss Patricia?
Well, she might be in Nova Scotia, but she's more likely to be in the kitchen.
Thank you.
Remember, I don't want Pat dragged into this.
Mrs. Harris, I have to tell you that a complaint has been made against your husband. I have here statements that on the night of Saturday last, Thomas Harris in this cafe assaulted Ned Paulin. Now, if these complaints are substantiated, charges may be brought against your husband under Section 42 of the Offences Against the Person Act of 1861. Do you understand me?
Yes. Who made these complaints?
Ned Paulin here, Joshua Bessel, and Harry Chant.
Mate of the Grey Cat and two of the crew.
Yes.
Has Tom Harris been charged?
Not yet, not formally, but I did have a word with him.
What did he say?
He denied it.
He would, wouldn't he?
Of course he didn't assault anybody.
Did you witness the alleged incident?
No, I was in the kitchen.
Why are you asking me?
Put it this way. It's a very serious business to bring a charge of assault against a gentleman, particularly a gentleman such as your husband.
Yeah, that's what it's about, isn't it? He's a gentleman. Now, working people like me get in any trouble, it's into the chokey and no argument. But because he's a gentleman, because he comes the knob all the time, he can go around hitting people like me how he likes. And 'tis for us to prove what he did.
It has been stated that your husband was under the influence of drink. Now, would you say that this was true?
No.
Well, I wouldn't be a bit surprised if most people hadn't had a bit too much that night.
I've never seen my husband drunk, never.
Tell him how he hit me. how I got this.
In a moment, Mr. Paulin. Now, according to the statement, your husband, quite unprovoked, hit Mr. Paulin.
My husband wanted to sit to eat his dinner. The only place left was next to Mr. Paulin.
I was with Patricia. Now, she'd asked me to walk her home. Then he came over and started a fight.
I know that, Mr. Paulin. It's in your statement.
He sat down, and then he said something to me.
About Mr. Paulin?
He said something about how it was like eating in a farmyard, something like that.
Which Mr. Paulin took as referring to him.
Of course he was.
Well, as I remember, the whole of Smoky Joe's was a bit lively that night. Then what happened?
He shoved my elbow into my food.
Is that right?
Yes. But it wouldn't have happened if Ned hadn't been putting his elbows out. They were both being a bit difficult.
And then Mr. Harris hit Mr. Paulin.
Yes.
And a free fight started.
Yes.
Well, as I see it, Mrs. Harris is 6 of one and half a dozen of the other. I'll make out my report, but I'll be very surprised if anybody thinks it's worth bringing any charges. Unless, of course, it happens again. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Police coming in here.
Oh, stop it!
A reputation for being a place that decent people can go to. I just don't know. You, miss. Why aren't you at work? You should have been in bed hours ago. Up you go this minute. I'm ashamed. Humiliated.
Come on down, love. I gotta talk to you.
But everyone's in bed.
Please. I gotta talk to you.
Oh, all right. Wait a minute.
I wanted to explain.
I'm sorry about what I said.
I didn't want you dragged in it, seeing the police and that.
I know, but I had to tell the truth. You do realize that.
Yeah, but what I did it because Tom Harris isn't right for you. I didn't want him put in jail or anything, but seeing you and him together,
Oh, forget it, Ned. It's over.
it was the lads on the Grey Cat as much as anything. If they'd seen him hit me and I hadn't done anything about it, I didn't really think, see? I just went with them to the police and...
Forget it, Ned.
You know we're sailing on the morning tide, don't you?
Yes.
Listen to me, love. I know I'm not much of a speaker, talking and that. I'm not like Tom Harris. But I work hard and I earn good money. And Tom Harris isn't right for you. You'll never be happy with him.
What are you trying to say, Ned?
I want you to come away with me. You can't stay here. There's them in Falmouth think you ought to be given a good hiding and sent back to your husband. You can't stay here. Come away with me.
I can't just...
We could go to Australia. There's a ship leaving for Brisbane next week. They'd sign me on. Everyone knows I'm the best man in the port. We could make a long honeymoon of it. And then when we get there, we could start all over again. Nobody would know us.
But Ned...
I could sign off the Grey Cat tomorrow, and we could go together. I know it's not like we were married properly, because you're married already. But that don't make no difference to us. And when Tom Harris gets tired of waiting for you, he'll divorce you and we can get married legally and...
I can't decide now, Ned.
I reckon you'll have to, love.
It's sweet of you to ask me, to want me. I don't deserve it. I'll think about it. I really will.
I understand.
I really will think about it, Ned.
Aye.
Now go home.
Morning, Aunt Madge.
Good morning, boy.
Morning, Anthony. Sleep well?
Yes, thank you.
Now, mind where you put your dirty feet. The master's breakfast is ready. Take it up, will you?
Yes, Mum.
I couldn't sleep a wink. Wondering about what everybody was thinking. The police coming in here.
Over, Madge.
Well, we have to serve any rabble who have the price of a meal. It can happen again. When I think of the type of people we get... Ah, whatever is that girl doing? Lift up mine eyes unto the hills, from where cometh my help. My help cometh from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. Dear Lord,